All right, so we're gonna do a pig update video. It's been almost 2 weeks since we put our last video out. Things have been kind of crazy. Not as crazy as our cats.
Wow.
So fast. Had some other big projects in the works that we're gonna have a video up for hopefully soon. But the pigs have been doing their thing. We're gonna talk a little bit about how our setup has been. Some modifications that we've made, and we have a really big surprise to share at the end of this video. We're very excited to show you, so stick around and find out. All right, so this is their run. It's I would say more than doubled in size since we first put them in here. We've added some real estate pretty much every week for the past few weeks, and they're ready for a little bit more. Right now they're chomping down on some seaweed, some type of seaweed, I'm not really sure what, that we pulled out of the pond to try to keep our swimming area clean. So they seem to love it. Hopefully seaweed isn't toxic to pigs. So we're just going by what they think of it, and they seem to like it.
No, we gave it to them.
And it's free food, so they seem to be respecting the hot wire. You gotta go around and trim just to make sure it's not grounding out too much, but they got a nice big mud pit here in front of the waterer.
They are using the waterer.
They are using the waterer. They seem to like it. The water's not too dirty either. It's got some silt in the bottom, but seems actually pretty clear. If they're drinking it regularly, it should be backfilling with fresh water. So, but as you can see, there's no paneling outside of the hot wire on this end of the pen, and they don't seem to be bothered by it. They haven't, as far as we know, made any attempt to get out, and all it would take is just a nice hop to get over this thing for them, and they haven't seemed to try it. So we're just gonna keep letting it ride. That's their food trough that Ryan made. Pretty simple. Yeah, sometimes they like to investigate and test out if you're food, so they'll give you a little nibble on the back of your boot. They like these ferns, so we try to pick ferns and feed them to them. Well, that's their trough. We're feeding them about a full 50-pound bag of food a day, which is quite a bit. Yeah, you can see they're pretty rambunctious. Yeah, don't eat the camera.
They're best friends.
Yeah, I mean, they're still very physically intimidating, and they can get pretty quick. They'll be bouncing around here. They'll get in kind of these moods where they'll play with each other, and if you get in their way, they're gonna knock you over real fast. So you do have to be mindful of them. But for the most part, they don't seem aggressive.
To us.
Yeah. And they'll kind of mess around with each other a bit, but yeah.
I want to get him some food. Oh yes. Here. Oh, you don't like it. Anyway.
Yeah, so they've taken all the vegetation right down to the bare ground here for the most part. So we got to add some more room for them here pretty soon. Probably today, actually going to cut into some of this and extend the hot wire out so they can start mowing all of this down. Should we show them the surprise now? All right, so the surprise, the new addition, just came yesterday. They're sleeping. They're snuggling. 4 little piggies, piglets. I'm gonna see if I can get a little closer without startling them. They startle very easily. Four little babies. According to Ryan, these are 100% purebred Berkshires. Yeah, they're awake now.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, try not to startle them too much. We have the hot wire running through above them because it's part of the bigger pig pen. Sometimes when they get startled, they bump into it, so we're gonna try not to scare them too much. That one's got a little bit of diarrhea.
Yeah, I see. I wonder if that's okay.
Yeah, maybe just probably stress from the commute yesterday.
That's a boy. All right.
Oh, he's chunky. Hi. You're a strong boy. There you really go at it, huh? Hi, boy. You're okay. You're okay. I can't get over it. My neighbor, Chad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so they'll be fine. I would just kind of leave this like, yeah, just kind of so they have plenty of air.
Oh, is that just how they poop? We don't know. We don't know anything about pigs.
Yeah, we don't really know. But Ryan gave them some piglet food. We got to get them dewormed, which we have no idea how to go about doing.
Yeah, maybe that's why it's got diarrhea.
Yeah, that might be part of the diarrhea. Do they look cold or are they just scared?
They're scared.
They're just a little scared, yeah.
They're just like little puppies.
Yeah. But they're so cute. And these guys are gonna grow up here. We're gonna give them lots of room to run. This is just a tiny little pen to keep them safe for now. And it's next to the big pigs. You know, they can't really intermingle too much. And once the big pigs are gone, they'll inherit the big pen and a lot of the real estate that goes along with it. So, have you held one yet?
No, I can't get them.
Yeah.
You see that one with the big eyes?
Yeah.
That's my favorite
The
one.
one back here towards
Yeah.
me.
This front now.
They're just farting.
They're stressed out. Come
Yeah,
here.
you're just scaring them too much. They're very, very timid here. Also, this is their first time being away from their mother too, right?
Yeah, they're just weaned, so
They were just weaned and...
they don't know
hi
what
there,
to
guys.
do.
Hi there, guys.
They don't know.
Alright, let's leave them alone. We don't want to overstress them.
So we should come see them every day, huh?
Yeah, so they get used to us. Come see them, come talk to them.
Oh, Tommy!
What?
You hear him?
No.
He's barking at me. Hey, Tommy!
Alright. So that's the big surprise. I'm gonna come back down here later and try to open this big pen up, and then I can throw in some footage of how the big pigs take to new grass. They are very hesitant at first. Whenever we add new space, they're very cautious when it comes to the pre-existing boundaries. They don't like to, even if they know the hot wire, if they know the hot wire was there, they're very hesitant to go beyond it, even if you move the wire. They found a new toy apparently. Oh, yeah, nice little chew toy. Yeah, these are happy pigs.
I think so.
Very lively. They always have something. They always seem like they're into something whenever we come down here.
Oh,
Or they're just straight up sleeping.
yeah.
You know. Yeah, that's not food. They always have they usually have their heads down, and they see the hot wire and they know immediately.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. If you startle them, they'll run.
They're fast.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Every time we come around, they think there's food.
Well, yeah,
They usually associate us with food.
that's what they should. Goodbye. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Getting a little nosy.
Hitting each other. Okay, bye.
Yeah. So the yellow, the pink one there is we think that's the pure. Oh, they're wrestling. I think they're showing off. They're putting on a show for the camera.
That's a girl. She's a big mama.
They both are, aren't they, or no?
Just we only have one girl. This one, the black one's the girl.
The big black one.
Wow.
Well,
honey.
We came in and threw off the hierarchy, so she's reestablishing her dominance.
I guess.
Anyway, the pink one, as I was saying, the pink one is we think expressing more of the Berkshire gene, but that's just what we were told. We're not 100% sure on that.
We don't know.
We don't really know.
No idea.
Nor does it really matter all that much. But yeah, this is it's going pretty well. I would say that, you know, one of the things we were worried about is it may be really, you know, creating a ton of odor for Ryan, because he lives right next to them, and then the neighbor. When you come down here on a hot day, it doesn't smell great, but it's not like really overpowering. And I don't think it has much reach to it. So oh yeah, so it seems like they like playing with those cinder blocks too.
Yeah.
They just like to flip them around.
Do that. Sure, you can measure them like shoulder to hip. You could probably get like average.
Oh, then they play this game,
And they mount.
but they just sit there like that. It's
Yeah, I know. Piggyback.
expressing, literally piggybacking. And this is it's just a hug. They're just hugging.
Here's a little hug.
They're just giving a little piggy hug. Well, then Ryan added a nipple under the water too. They seem to like that as well. Some drink out of the big hole and some drink out of the nipple. Whatever they want, and then they roll around in the pit.
Little bubbles.
Blow bubbles in it. They're pretty just generally frivolous animals, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're having a great time.
Yeah.
Hi.
All right.
She looks heavy.
They got lots of energy today. I mean, it's probably because it's not that hot, you know. The weather's perfect for them. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna come back down later and cut up a bunch of this so we can add to their real estate and give them even more to munch on. I'd say overall it's been a pretty good success. We're pretty happy with it. Almost not as happy as they are, but yeah, I guess that we're doing the right thing then, if that's the case.